Hi, my name is Arienne Devineaux, and today I'm going to briefly tell you about one of the most influential educational thinkers in history, John Locke. And you've probably heard the phrase blank slate before. Tabula rasa. That idea actually came from John Locke. Before we dive into philosophy of education, impact, and relevance, let's take a quick look at his background. John Locke was born on August 29th, 1632, during the Age of Enlightenment in Brighton, Somerset, England. He came from a very well-educated Puritan family. John originally studied to become a doctor. He had attended Westminster School and later Christ Church at Oxford, where he focused on medicine and science. He then met at Ashley Cooper, the first Earl of Shaftesbury, a meeting that would change the rest of Locke's life. In 1667, Locke became Cooper's physician and supervised a life-saving operation on his liver, which was innovative and very risky for the time. This led Locke to become his close advisor and part of Cooper's household, which gave him access to political power in circles and major philosophers and all the different debates of the time during the Enlightenment. The Age of Enlightenment, also known as the Age of Reason, was a time when thinkers emphasized logic, science, and the study of the human mind. According to Gottlieb's The Dream of Enlightenment, Locke and Newton were considered the twin prophets of the era. French philosophers like Jean d'Alembert saw Locke's ideas as key to understanding how the mind works and how knowledge is formed. Locke's influence extended across all disciplines, from science to politics to psychology, and helped shape the intellectual foundation of the modern world. Why was he called the father of liberalism? Well, in religion, he believed in religious freedoms of all groups and advocated that church and state should be separate. He believed in faith must be voluntary and the government should not enforce religion. In education, John Locke influenced the modern education theory, individualized learning, moral development, and practical education. John Locke also believed in education shapes character and reasoning abilities as well. In the political realm, John Locke argued that all people are born with basic rights, life, liberty, and property, which governments also must protect. If the government becomes tyrannical, the people have the right to overthrow it. He was known as the founder of modern democracy. He inspired Thomas Jefferson, and according to Gottlieb 2016, he influenced the First Amendment to the Constitution, the freedom of religion, speech, and press, assembly, and the right to petition the government. In philosophy, Locke believed in empiricism, the idea that knowledge comes from experience. He divided the qualities of reality into two types: primary qualities like size, motion, and number, which exist independently, and secondary, like color, taste, and sound, which are perceived through our senses. Locke believed truth exists outside of us, but is filtered through our senses. We form ideas through sensation and reflection, meaning only not to experience the world, but also think about it and process those experiences. In education, Locke believed children are born as tabula rasa, or blank slates. According to Weeks, a human knowledge begins with experience. As we interact with the world, we learn through observation and through ideas, through reason and habit. Education for Locke was not just about academics, but it was also about shaping moral character. See the handout for more information about John Locke's educational philosophies regarding metaphysics, values, learner's nature, teacher's role, curricular focus, and methodology. John Locke wrote extensively in philosophy, politics, education, and even medicine. Some of his best-known works include an essay concerning human understanding, the treatise of government, some thoughts concerning education, a letter concerning toleration, and many other works including monetary policy and the interpretation of scripture, education, and herbal medicine. Locke's ideas sparked admiration and criticism from many thinkers, including Bernard and Gilbert Wright, who debated his influence in the modern world. In my personal view, John Locke was truly a man of enlightenment, a thinker who helped shape how we view knowledge, education, and human rights. To learn more, I encourage you to explore the references provided. I just want to thank you for listening, and it was a pleasure to speak to you about such a remarkable and impactful historical figure.